Oh, that's not the right... God, wow, I am such a potato. Totally didn't just fucking turn my camera on.
Oh.
It's okay.
She
I-
quickly
Today is
hides the
gonna go
hentai
great.
body pillows.
Okay.
Today's
He's
gonna go
not
great.
Skeptical.
So team player kills today? Yep.
Oh,
TBKs?
I call it my webcam. It's my Rudy cam. Is really what it is. But he's not here right now. Also, where's my? Huh?
That's exactly what I was thinking. I just didn't have the heart to say it.
There's that. There's this. Oh, where's my D12? What the fuck? Oh, here it is. Okay.
Today is gonna go great.
It's going great.
It's
we have people
wonderful.
who are sick. We have people throwing bubbles.
Hello,
Honestly, you
everyone.
should normalize it.
Welcome to the 5th episode of Owlbear's Roost.
Cinco.
My name is Odyssey. I am your
Sorry.
DM for this especially chaotic crew of miscreants. I am joined by the articulate Emelina, the perfect Pez, the stupendous Shan-Chan. In addition to two new individuals today, we are joined by the fantastic Falky and the silly Scorched. You guys really made me do the whole...
Hey, I didn't tell you to do it this time.
We didn't
No.
tell you to do it. You just continue to do
You
it.
just did it.
It's just become a thing at this point where I just have to think of new adjectives each time.
The skillish scorched.
Alrighty, it's been lovely hanging out. I'll see you all later.
Goodbye, goodbye.
See you soon.
We are a bunch of role players who have decided to venture into the world of D&D. So let us return to where we last left off. The party had started in an inn, all looking for a bit of coin. They were given 3 jobs, 3 simple jobs. 1, to head an escort, do a little escort mission. 2, to clear out a bandit camp, which happened to be a bunch of refugees. 3, and the one that has yet to be completed, was bandit camp to the west, on the way to the city of Bolosia. However, more and more mystery have begun to shown its head regarding the city of Bolosia. Strangely, the city hasn't been heard from in quite some time. Many people chalk this up to isolationism or maybe something more foul. The party was surprisingly shocked when a group of warped and crooked creatures attacked their quest giver. After dispatching these foes, they learned that they were after something as well in Bolosia, as were the 2 drow who had been taking residence at the inn that they were in. So they continued west. Before Zara, Lovetta, Alfia, and Ailerin headed to this small town of Meadowview, a quaint farming settlement that gave a very sort of dark contrast to the shit they had just dealt with. They took their night in the inn, And the four of them called it an evening. So, before we continue the full review, without about 3 of you who are in the chat right now, you have all completed a long rest. So feel free to up your spell slots, your abilities.
I have a quick question about my character sheet.
Mm-hmm.
Now it says something about bless that sticks, and my passive perception has changed and stuff. I just want to know why that's.
Let's take a look here.
I mean, if it should be this, it should be this, right? I'm just making sure.
That seems like that should be right.
That's weird. And I
'Cause
just
you're-
had the wrong passive
No,
perception.
oh no, you have
for a very long
observant.
time.
No. You should have 18, right? Is that what it was before?
It was 20.
Why was it 20? Let me just double check that. Because you have a certain
Plus, it
thing.
gets worse with age.
I remember that you were confused, and then you said, "Oh yeah, that's just why it's 20." And I was like, "Okay, then it must be
No,
5."
you
but now
would
I
have no.
looked and it's 30.
It should be 20. I have a way to. There's a. I think when I was updating your sheet, for some reason it reset, which is fine. I can find this easily if I just find it.
And the blessed thing had to be there. I don't remember it being there, but I could just be stupid.
No, that's just there because it's part of the thing.
Okay. Just wanted
So-
to make sure.
What is that set at? Should be 20. Your passive perception should be 20. Why isn't it letting me edit it? It's really annoying.
I love how I can see you doing shit as I have.
I know. I don't.
That's funny. I'm gonna try and find it as well.
Oh, well.
Oh, 20. Ooh.
No, it should not be 25.
No,
it should be
that's
20
too-
because it's your 5. There we go. There it is.
There we go.
The bless thing, you can just unclick it. That's just if you have bless. It's just a global save
Okay.
modifier. There you go. Same thing with that. I put all of the. You didn't have some of the optional stuff. You still don't have sanity on here for some reason. So I'll have to figure out why you don't have sanity on here. We'll find a way to calculate your sanity for some reason if it's not on there. So don't worry about that. All right.
I'm not sane.
Well, so the way I'm doing sanity is a little different than typical. Your sanity starts out as your highest mental skill. Beyond. So
I don't know how sanity
between
works. I was just making a joke.
between intelligence and wisdom.
I didn't
But
even know it was a thing.
it's an optional rule. So in moments
Uh-huh.
of things where you may question your sanity, I have a plan to.
Ooh. Oh shit. That's not ominous at all.
Yep. So right now it should be set to your highest, either wisdom or intelligence, unless you and I have discussed otherwise. All right. Let us continue. Right. So everyone's gotten a long rest. Now, what was we're looking at rooms of 2 here, right? So who was in what room? Yeah, who was with who?
I only know that Zara wouldn't have wanted to be with Hilary, otherwise she's fine.
Okay, so then we'll just put it as we'll put Althea and Ailerin and Zara and Lavetta together. So Althea, as you wake up, you find a note. A strange note, but on the bedside table. You also notice that there's a bag next to it. The bed across from you appears to be empty. Where you would once expect to find Ailerin, it's not there. What would you like to do? Oh, she's taking her dog out. This does not help. This is such the worst time for her to take her dog outside. Hopefully she'll be back here in a second. But while we're waiting for that, let me... Cool. Alright, hopefully she'll be back here in a second. And then I'm just going to check something here while we were... There we go. Alrighty. Well, I guess let's go over towards our lovely Zara and Lavetta. What would you guys like to do?
Zara would want to be awake first. And it's probably just in the room, double checking her stuff, going through her bag, looking at something in the bottom of her bag, just keeping an eye out, and make sure everything's okay this morning.
Okay. Lavetta, would you like to do anything this morning?
Lavetta probably is, waking up. Probably goes and washes up. She's kind of self-conscious of the whole smell thing now, so she washes up and then just focuses on her companion until needed, basically.
The small little pupper is running around in little circles around you, clearly excited for the day to come.
Zara just looks at him from a distance, kind of wary, but also just like observing a little bit, not really knowing what to think.
It is a full-on puppy, wolf puppy, that has just surprisingly just joined your group.
Yeah, she just looks at the puppy from where she's standing after she's looked through her bag.
Right, Pez is back. So Pez, you wake up. Ailerin is nowhere to be seen across from your bed. On the nightstand is a letter folded up and a bag of something. What would you like to do?
I'm gonna read the letter first.
You unfold the letter, and it's pretty simple. It says the following. I'm sorry, but you all were slowing me down. There were things I need to do in the city of Belosia, but I couldn't be slowed down by this sense of morality in helping possibly cursed people. Perhaps I will see you all again when you make it to the city itself. And I wish you all the best. But there are things I need to be doing. I wish you all the best, and stay safe. Ailerin.
Athlea just continues to look at the note. Kind of a little shaking. But then she notices the bag and looks in the bag as well.
It's a small pouch. Fits in the palm of your hand. You lift it up and you hear a little jangle. And there are 20 gold pieces in it. So feel free to add 20 gold pieces to your character sheet.
Alrighty. She's gonna stay there for a bit.
Ah!
Ooh.
Sorry, we're good.
Ugh,
Jesus! I didn't mean to scare you.
I'm good. I just
that's a crazy decision.
I didn't hear what you said. Sorry, I knocked stuff off my head is really dizzy today. I don't know why. That's never a good sign. Ugh. All right. Go ahead. Sorry.
She stays there for a minute before going to try and find Zara and Lufter
All right, you head to the room, and
with the note.
do you knock? Do you just walk in?
Oh, I'm just gonna walk in.
Enough.
Well, if she knocks, Zara is gonna go peek.
No, it sounds like she's just walking in.
Oh.
Yeah.
She just
No,
walks
I'm just going fabulously.
Oh, if she just walks in, Zara immediately pulls her fucking dagger and then sighs, puts her dagger away.
Oh, come on, if someone's gonna walk through the door, it was me. Come on. You really have to draw. Come on, Zara. My dear.
I'm not too sure about that, but okay.
Yeah. I don't say anything, I just hand the note to Zara.
Zara glances over it. Her face stays blank. She looks up. She hands it up back over, and she shrugs and was like, "To be expected."
Yeah. So it's just us for now.
She then looks at Pez and goes, "Heron left us."
Mm-hmm.
Lavetta kind of looks over, curious as to what the note says, since she still hasn't seen it.
Oh, she'll pass it to Lufter as well, so she can see.
Lavetta kind of looks at it, kind of gets a serious expression on her face, and then looks over to her puppy, and kind of just screws it up into a ball and throws it to the puppy.
You start scrolling up the ball. The puppy. Sorry. The sentence structure.
Not the puppy that screws the paper. Screws the paper up into a ball and kind of tosses it at her puppy. There we go.
The puppy quickly chases after it, picks it up in its little chompers, and kind of does the whole little puppy shake thing, and kind of gets bored of it and just ignores it.
Okay, that's cute. Who does that?
Zara just nods at Lavetta.
Makes sense.
Might need some more help if you want to head in Velocia's direction, because I don't like the sounds of that region.
Nope.
Breakfast, though? Before anything? We can decide where we go.
Yeah, let's go get breakfast. I think all of us need something to eat after this.
Zara grabs her bag and heads to the actual, tavern part.
You all head downstairs. Tavern keeper looks up at you, Zara. She's got a concerned look on her face. Zara, is it?
You asked me what's up?
There was a young gentleman who came by, and
You look like.
well, he didn't give his name, but he was a younger fellow, probably about your age. He was wearing a lot of cloaks, and he I believe he's human or half elf, one of the two. I couldn't really see his ears. He had a hood up and a grey mask fixed upon his face.
As she's talking, Zara already has a hand just on her waist, ready to grab a dagger just in case.
He he wanted me to give you this. And she pulls like a little thing out of the back, and it's like a little parcel. And you see on it it's just a simple little like paper parcel tied with thread. And she hands it to you, and it just says Zara on it.
Zora's gonna try and make sure that she just like puts it on the bar or wherever, or on the table wherever they're talking first.
Mm-hmm.
And she'll only touch it if she has like something in between her hand. If she has a glove or something she can use to touch it and look at it.
Yeah, I mean,
Does that make sense?
you have gloves, so
Yeah.
you
And then
do
she'll
unwrap
put
it.
it in. Yeah.
You pull the thread, and the paper kind of naturally unfolds as it was held in tension. You unfold the rest of it, and you see two items. Most notable is the dagger, rusted, falling apart. Pretty much just a hilt in a rusty blade at this point. You also notice, sat in the bottom of it, is a gray bandana.
She would quickly look at it and then immediately just cover it again and put it away.
Right. The innkeeper looks up at you. He looked, rather angry. Miss Zara, it would probably be for the best that you get out of here as quick as possible. I have a back door if you would prefer.
Don't worry, we won't take your business away. Can we at least buy some food for the road?
Oh, of course. I could wrap up some eggs and rashers and a bit of bread. Would that please you all?
Yeah, sorry not.
Okay. Perfect. Yeah, give me a moment. She rushes back, and you see her come back with, wrapped up in paper, a bit of sausage and egg, and a bit of bread as well, all wrapped up for you, and she hands it over. I had a bit of cheese as well. I hope you don't mind. All of that. For all of it, 5 silver for everything.
Sorry, what?
5 silver. Yeah, and she hands
5
you
silver.
3 meals.
Yeah, she'll just hand over the 5 silver.
Okay. Alright, mark 5 silver off your sheet.
Yep.
If you want to use the back door, it's just that way, and she gestures over her shoulder, but kind of not behind the bar, but right next to it. There's a door, and
Yeah, I'll see. Thank you.
of course.
She'll then grab the food, go over to Flia and Lavetta, hands them both one of them, and just say like, innkeeper or whoever was there told me that there's been some trouble. Should probably leave quickly.
You okay?
We don't want to get dragged into something that doesn't concern us, right?
Okay. Yeah, let's go then.
The Veta kind of narrows her eyes and then kind of attempts to shrug carelessly and follows in their tracks.
Are you headed out the back door or the front door?
Front.
Okay. You push through the front door. And the town's pretty lively this time of day. It's a farming village, so it's kind of be expected. Farmers like to wake up early to get the most of the sunlight. People are dragging carts around and lots of movement. Pretty early this morning. Where would you guys like to head?
I think to myself again what we were doing there.
Right, so you guys were
Looking for the camp.
Yep. So you
We
kind
were
of
trying to get information, probably.
you had a general idea. Yeah, you came here just because you didn't want to why am I not the why is Scorch tossing? Scorch, can you put me in charge of the video thing so I can change the playlist? I don't know how Scorch got in control of this.
I was always in control.
Okay, alright. Calm down.
Oh!
Alrighty.
Thank you. Oh god, there's ads. Why are there ads? That's really
That's
aggravating.
what you get for not playing 10 hours of Squidward choking on a fork.
Oh my god. Okay. Alright. I'm gonna okay.
The adventure
Yeah.
pauses for a quick advert break.
I don't even get paid
I don't have
for
an
it.
ad
They're-
right now.
No, you
Oh,
don't
that's
now.
fine, That's a pretty good deal. Whatever's on the ad right now.
Okay. You all yeah, so you have a general idea of where it is. Some of the people you had spoken to last night had kind of given you an idea of where the camp was. They said that they were having issues with people coming and harassing their farm animals, or some of the people who had staying there. But they did say that last night was actually pretty calm, and there didn't seem to be any sort of major incidents as of last night.
Okay, I suggest that we just go check out where we think it is at least. Maybe keep an eye out if we see anyone, putting up a notice for wanting to join adventures, or someone that seems capable. Seeing if we can get an extra pair of hands, and otherwise just go there.
That might be a good idea.
Righty. Well, you start making your way there, and you start slowly leaving the more congregated area of the village, and start heading out towards the fields. Zara, with your passive perception of 20, you notice someone slowly following you across the rooftops. But as you enter the fields, they've kind of run out of rooftops.
Okay, if she noticed that, she's just gonna say to the other two, keep walking for a minute and try to kind of slip right between the last few buildings.
Give me a stealth check.
I'm trying to get behind that person instead. Stealthies.
Alrighty, first roll today, 25. Oh yeah, easily enough. You slip through the last sort of, you slip behind like a bakery and pass around, appears to be a mill. And sure enough, you saw the figure and saw the figure trying to keep up with you, but in a few quick steps, you are able to lose your trail. And
yeah, so she
quickly
tries to
quickly rejoins back up.
She'd be behind that person.
Oh, you want to get to them? Yeah, okay.
Yeah. She would go behind the person and just have like a dagger out and just whisper it in their ear.
Okay. Do you have a dagger to their the back, around the neck?
Yeah,
What do you?
to their back.
Okay. And what'd you say?
Like, whisper like, got any problems? I don't know why I whispered it like that. Problems? Nope, my. It's fine.
They raise their hands. You see a dagger in their left hand, and you see their right hand start to move, almost like they're about to try to cast something.
If I would quickly like grab their hand, like move it down or like push it down or push it away, would that stop them? In my experience.
Give me a sleight of hand if that's, you're trying to kind of bring it and stop them from. Righty, what is that? 13, and let me roll. 18. You try to move it out of the way, and as you do that, they're able to get it, and there's this sort of eldritch energy that is just sitting in their hand at your neck now as they face around looking at you, and you see as they look at you, you recognize the eyes, even though their face is covered. You recognize this to be a member of the collective known as Zavros, a half-elf. You should be able to see him in your side NPCs under the Dentican domain. Short,
Yes.
grey hair, rounded ears, but definitely still half-elf. Wearing a long black cloak. He's got this energy against your throat, and a dagger in his left hand.
Zara chuckles. Long time no see. What's going on, dude? She's not gonna say dude. That's just me. Hold on. What's going on?
Yo, what's up, dude?
Hey, dude.
So,
I've been saying way too much dude lately, and I hate myself for it. Not saying it. She's like, long time no see. What's going on? Brings you all the way down here.
You do. Though I don't think you and I want to shed any blood in the streets of this peaceful little town.
What do you want?
He looks down at your dagger, which, in this sort of spin around, is now at his gut. Although you missed with the hand blocking the magic casting hand, you were still able to keep your dagger to him.
You know that will be in your flesh really quickly if you just try anything, Sapphire, so what do you want?
Oh, nothing. Someone spotted you. All the way down at the inn. And, well, I think we know what we all want. But I would be foolish to make a poor decision here right now. I've seen the people you go with.
You and I both know better. So go report to the boss. And I would get out of here for now. You got your gift.
Can't run forever, Zara.
Oh, I don't intend to. Don't worry.
Well,
I'm
next
sure
you
our
return.
next meeting will way lovelier.
Next you're here in this quaint little town, or return to Eastwatch, or even the inn. We'll be waiting for you. You know that, right?
I know you guys better than you think. Must have forgotten.
Well, have fun going to wherever it is you're going. We'll be
Oh my
here
god, you don't
waiting.
know something. You guys really fallen off.
Just because I don't know something doesn't mean you don't. They don't.
I'm sure there's a lot you don't know. But okay. Okay. Drop the magic.
He snaps his fingers and the energy drops and kind of takes his left hand back with the dagger and in a quick sort of flourish puts it in his the sheath. That
Zara
one is true.
drops her arm as well.
It won't just be me next you're here, or next year in Eastwatch.
Oh, we both know you wouldn't be able to handle it anyways. So he just leaves.
Bye, Zara.
And she joins back to Ophelia and Lavetta.
Quickly meet back up. And as you start making... Do you want to say anything? Do you want to do anything like that? Or you want to just continue walking?
She's not immediately gonna say anything. She'll see if they say anything.
Lavetta kind of looks up and, she asks, what was that about?
They didn't. Did they see?
Oh yeah, that's the question. Did
That's a good question.
see?
No, because you were pretty quick in what you were doing.
Yeah.
Okay.
With your
okay,
stealth,
never mind then.
I would say no.
I mean, she was
Alright,
gone for a little bit, but yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
She was
okay, I
trying to make
wasn't.
sure
I
that you
wasn't
didn't
sure
notice
if it was
what
in front of
happened.
them or not. Okay,
Nope.
cool. Did they notice that she was gone, or was it too stealthy?
Zara
No, you would
told
have
you guys,
noticed,
like,
but
just
Zara
keep
said,
walking
yeah.
for a little bit, yeah.
Okay, cool.
Alrighty. You guys start making... Go ahead.
Okay, well, if they don't see anything immediately, Zara will just be like, just have to check something out. But it's all good. Nothing to worry about.
Hmm. Can I do an insight check on Zara?
Of
To see if
course.
she's telling the truth.
Of course.
Whew.
It's a nat 20. Feel free what you'd like to say, Zara. What would she see in Zara's face?
She would notice that Zara is a very skilled liar. And she's trying her very best to, keep her face blank. Which is what she usually just looks like, just blank face. But there is something in her that puts her on edge. Like she talks big game and she's like, it's no big deal, this or that, but there is something that makes her more hostile. Her hand flickers to her dagger a little bit. Which, I mean, she's always very quick with her dagger, but it's you can see that it's like not intentional. It's an automatic reaction to whatever's going on.
I won't press you about it right now. I'll wait until we're out of here.
Alright.
Ophelia just crosses her arms and just continues walking.
Lavetta shakes her head and follows silently.
you all make your way across the fields as the sort of concentration of houses slowly pitters out. You start pushing into the woods. Who's leading the charge?
Zara would want to walk behind him.
Okay.
Yeah.
I would have said Lavetta would have wanted to walk behind, but I guess she can be in the middle.
Okay.
Leah's in
then-
front then.
Flia, go ahead and give me a survival check to see if you're able to, follow the sort of human movements through this forest to see if you can find your way through and locate these bandits.
Oh my god, we're doomed.
Unfortunately, you're not
Maybe it
able
should
to.
have gone first.
You you're like following it, and you're just like, you haven't been in a lot of forests like this before. You've seen forests per se, but this is new sort of territory to you, and tracking people's not really your thing.
Oh no.
So it's going to take a little longer than normal to slowly make your way through the forest and try to locate it. And at one point you've kind of done a loop, and she's like, no, wait a second. We passed this tree. That's not right. No, I think we need to go this way, and then you go that way, and then you come to the same tree again. Like, that can't be right.
All the trees look the same, Flia. Where?
Yeah, it's this way. Yeah. It's
Are
definitely.
you sure? Sorry. Yep. No, we'll go that way. Sorry, you're the one. Like,
Yes. Yeah. Well, unless you want to try.
No,
Are you good?
I'm good,
No,
I'm good.
okay, that's fine. Yeah. Okay. Continue.
trees.
You push your way through, and again, you come to that same tree. And you're like, alright, this can't be right. So you try a different route this time, and you come across a tree, and Zara, with your past perception, I will give you this. You notice on one of the upper branches just a red little bit of fabric blowing in the gentle breeze.
Wait, hold on.
Hmm? What?
Zara just stops in her tracks, stands there looking up. I think I found a different tree. I think you actually found a different. Well, I think you found a different tree, but look. She points up.
Aphlia looks up. What?
Yeah, it's
Red.
You see a red little bit of fabric in the tree, just sort of blowing in the wind.
Lavetta looks up at the fabric curiously, but is very hesitant as to any interaction with it. So, is she allowed to? Can we look around and see if there's any signs of anything that's been tampered with, or
Give me an
any traps
investigation
have
check.
been laid? Oh,
Eight.
okay.
You don't see any traps or sort of tampering, but I will say in the distance you do see another little flash of red. A little bit more red fabric blowing in the wind.
Because Aphlia is looking up at the fabric that's in the tree.
Mm-hmm.
And I only just found out I could do this. I totally forgot.
What are you doing?
I'm gonna try and grab the fabric with Mage Hand.
Okay.
Nice.
I didn't realize you had mage hand. What? You have mage hand?
I
Oh,
do!
because you're
Yeah.
a fucking tiefling. Of course you do. You
Yeah,
give you-
it's
Aphlia's
Hand.
tiefling! I
Yeah.
totally forgot!
There you go. You have access to it. Yeah. Easy enough. You flick your fingers and the mage hand appears and you go up and you notice that it's tied, so you'd have to untie it. Would you like to give me a sleight of hand check?
Oh god. Sleight of hand.
I'm gonna take a little bit specific movements with your fingers.
Oh,
Shut
God.
up. Shut up.
Mm.
Surprisingly easy enough. You find that it's
Have a -1.
you find that it's been tied to the tree pretty intentionally. As you manipulate the mage hand, it comes loose, and you can carry it down to you if you'd like.
Yeah, I'll bring it down and rest it in my hand.
You take
So
a look at
that,
it.
Oh, go on.
No, go ahead.
Sure, that's such a good idea. I mean, someone's obviously put it here for a reason.
The minute Lovena mentions that it's like put there for a reason, obviously, Dagger's out and just looking around, seeing if she sees any, like, there were some more red, but if she sees any other red or any people nearby.
I'm just saying, if we keep following these pieces of cloth, it's a question of whether it's intentional for other people to follow or if it's for someone else to find their way back. She then shrugs and goes quiet.
Hopefully, I just continues to look at the fabric, see if there's anything on it or at all.
I'm not gonna make you roll because it's a blank piece of fabric. If you want to look closer, you can, but give me an investigation roll just to see something.
Investigation.
It is very clearly intently slashed, cut the fabric, and very intentionally tied. So, to the best of your knowledge, this was very intentionally put in this place, but there is nothing unique or special or anything about it.
Avalia's gonna put it back up in the tree where she found it.
Give me a sleight of hand check to see if you're able to retie it.
Oh, God. Right, okay, I'm just
you move the mage hand up and you attempt to tie it, and you're like, that's a pretty good knot. And then you let go with the mage hand, and you find that you tied it to itself, and it just slowly flutters down.
God fucking damn it. Yeah, Afalia clicking that she did just use magic as well, she quickly dissolves her mage hand. And see if they give her any weird looks.
Zara is focused on making sure that no one is around them.
Give me a perception check.
Nice.
Seems pretty calm.
That's a +5, by the way. I rolled a 2.
I rolled a 1, but I still got a 0.
What would you guys like to do?
Okay. Did we hear anything? Go ahead.
Is Valinda able to follow smells?
Yes. Yeah, they have advantage on perception checks.
Alrighty. Lavetta kind of asks if Valinda can just have a quick look, see if you can smell anything, but and then she kind of looks over. Are we going to follow these pieces of fabric or not?
I mean, if they were put in the trees, it could lead us somewhere. It might be best to follow them.
What about
Give-
you?
Go ahead.
Sarah?
What? I did not realize anything was else for
Oh,
me
no.
until my name was said. Um,
It's a
Zara
it-
goes
it-
one because she was very much looking around, seeing if she could find someone squinting. So she did not hear what you said, huh?
the fabric in the trees. Should we follow it?
Did we hear it? This is just me asking the DM, by the way. Did we hear anything about like this fabric being tied to the bandits?
Not anything you heard.
Well, well, you know what? This is the first thing that's not like the same tree, so even if it's not what we're looking for, it's probably best because I don't think we're gonna ever otherwise. We'll probably die in this forest otherwise.
Mm.
Go ahead,
Loving-
Shannon. You should be able to click the perception thing on Valenda's character sheet,
Mm-hmm.
and it should roll for the little guy. Okay, click it once again, because he gets advantage. He, she, I don't know the pronouns.
So should I do it as advantage or just do it as a normal?
Just click it
again?
again. Click it again, because you already rolled it once. Alright, we'll take the 18. The little papa puts their nose to the ground and is kind of scanning as they walk forward, and sure enough, Zara, you notice as the dog starts walking and following this winding sort of space between the trees and the brush, you look up and you just see more red little bits of fabric as you find yourself led to a clearing. Oh god, more ads.
That
I think everyone has a different ad though, because I have a Dutch ad, and I don't think you guys have a Dutch ad.
No, yeah, it's
No.
I have
probably-
an ad for supplements.
no,
I didn't even
I
know
had
that.
one of like it just was playing really.
It's about buying cars. So
Why am I? Is this not? Oh, that's why. 'Cause it's not rejoined as a player. That would explain why the thing wasn't cooperating. There you go. Now you should be able to see.
I already could see.
And that, well, yeah, it was referring to the audience. You know, we've got this wonderful audience here who were unable to.
I thought you were talking to us.
I don't know what you're talking about. You guys come to the clearing, and the trees are more spread out here. There's hills along the way, and you feel the breeze blow across your face as you break through. Most notable to you all, as that wind hits your face and the change of direction makes it to your nostrils, you smell something wet, humid, but most notably, metallic. A deep iron smell coming from just north of you. It's the
Does
smell of
Athalia
blood.
recognize the smell?
It's the smell of blood. But it's pungent. Fresh.
Hold on to your weapons.
Already am.
Athalia's gonna grab both her hand axes.
Yeah, Zara's holding both. Short swords. Immediately check the immediate area for any living people or creatures.
Give me a perception check.
Fucking
As you can see, you see just north of you, you see a body. bloody, and just to the northeast you see another body. You can also see the tops of tents just north of you as well, but on the way the hill is rested, no luck.
Right, Zara goes, okay, I don't see anyone or anything living right now, but keep your eyes out. And she... Go ahead.
Leah's gonna make her way in front of all of them.
Alright, you should be able to move.
Okay.
Zara goes to, follows Aflia to the first body. Immediately checks the camp area out for immediate danger.
As you approach, you notice 5 more bodies strewn across this campsite. And you also notice 2 cages.
Empty?
They're not empty. Let's start with, let's start with the body that's at the ground at your feet. It is torn to shreds. Sinew, blood, bone, even. Multiple places all across the ground. Creature. Something worse has made its way through this poor humanoid. But if you want to know more, you would have to investigation check. Or medicine check, rather.
Aflia's gonna look closer into the body.
Give me a medicine check. It's hard to tell. There are definitely teeth marks and claw marks. But
Go ahead.
far larger than you've seen before. You do notice, though, movement coming from the 2 cages. I want to start with the cage on the left, if its occupant would like to describe what people see.
Due to the constraints of the cage, you see a large, greenish humanoid, mask on, kind of hunched over as the cage restricts him from extending to full height. But that's not what initially will catch your eye, but 2 large Paragon steel balls that are secured at his hips, one with rigid nubs and the other with sharp spikes, each attached to separate chains leading up to metal bindings around his wrist. He looks over towards you all, but says nothing.
And if the occupant of the right cage would like to describe what they look like.
Oh my god, that's me.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, that's me. That's my description. An extremely tall wood elf, covered mostly in cloak. They're just sitting on the ground, cross-legged, playing a game of noughts and crosses against themselves, using a stick that they'd managed to bring into their cage. They don't care. They're just having a time.
Lavetta would like to try and creep around the back, attempting to go unnoticed with her pepper.
Give me a stealth check for both of you.
I have a feeling this is gonna go badly.
It's fine, we've had great rolls.
We're doing wonderful.
Okay, give me one for the babe.
He's doing wonderful.
He's doing wonderful.
Papa's great. Papa's fine. But yeah, who are you trying to hide from? You trying to hide from the people in the cage? Trying to hide from everyone?
We're trying to hide from everyone. Kind of stealthily investigating just in case there's anyone in proximity. We did kind of want to make our way over here to check out the body. Using that as coverage, I guess.
You don't really be able to use the body as coverage. Maybe the puppa could, but it is just
meat
a
shield.
human.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But if the two in the cage want to make a perception check, you're welcome to. If you don't care, you don't have to. It can be up to your passive perception. But as you seem both kind of uninterested, I'm not going to make you roll just based off your passive perception. If a 12 beats it, you see her. Oh, sorry. If a 12 doesn't beat it, you see her.
Yeah,
You
she's
hear
really
in
just
the
a
distance, not too far off, you all hear a howl. Ow, from out in the distance. And then you hear, from the far side, you hear yet another howl. But then it quiets
How did
down
the
again.
pupper react to that?
The puppa's ears prick up. However, it seems... Well, I suppose it depends. Yeah, its ears are pricking up. I'm not going to go too far into detail, but it does not howl back.
Okay.
It ain't no howl back dog.
Can Zara see anything on this body of like clothes or equipment or anything that will tell her like, hey, these were probably like bandits that were now silent? I think they were like silent for the last night, right? Were they actually,
Give me an investigation roll. Yeah. Roll me a d12 as well.
hold on.
So you find as you start picking through it, you find a short sword, the hilt of which has been shattered. And you find a red bandana around its neck. Tattered. Where claw marks has made its way through the bandana. And you can see on its face, it was probably on its face when whatever attacked it.
Ugh. Would Zara, like, is it like the equipment and what he's wearing usually what bandits wear?
There's no like homeowners association or like guild for bandit.
I mean, what I
bandit
mean is
clothing.
like it's not like an official uniform that she can tell, or
Give me a history check.
If it's like from the village or whatever. History. Nice. Don't
He
know.
looks like some guy who was wearing a red
Whatever.
bandana and has really shitty clothing and a sword.
Ugh. All right, she would just leave his stuff, and then keep an eye on the two in the cage. Walk a bit closer, but see if they're gonna say anything. She's not gonna say anything.
Avlia is gonna walk up, more into the camp, just to peek into the tents to see if there's anyone else, like around, possibly still holding her hand axes.
Yeah, you peek. You're not looking too in depthly, but yeah, you see another body inside the tent, torn to shreds.
Lavetta rolls over the body in front of her and looks at the injuries intently.
Give me a medicine check. You roll over the body, and as you do, you kind of put your hands under it and flip it. However, the whole body doesn't flip. Only like half of it comes off and like plops over. This body has been cut in two. Not cleanly at all. So as you lift it up, half of it just kind of flops across. The bone kind of just barely holding in, but you can see its rib cage has been shattered by something. It's not by any
Are
creature
the
you've known.
bones
It looks like a wolf or something attacked it, but the claw marks are
and-
huge.
Are
Though
any of
to
the
you-
bones?
Go ahead.
Are any of the bones harvestable?
I would say no.
Okay.
I mean,
Too
there
mangled,
could be
alright.
something like the arms, maybe, but you'd have to like really cut it open.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's fine.
I will say to you though, I need you to make me a sanity roll.
Wait. A sanity.
A sanity roll.
Okay.
Seven.
Oh dear. Oh
You
no.
aren't going to lose any sanity. However,
Pretty horrific sight.
it's a horrific sight. This body is mangled. And as you look down at it, the blood on your hands, you have this sort of flashback. You looking down at another body, looking very similar to this one. And then you blink again and it's gone. Did you kill this person? Did someone like you kill them? The mental toil of piecing it all together, but it is eerily familiar, the way this body is torn. Something inside of you is connecting and you're not sure what it is. But you're able to shake it off eventually. And you're sat there, the blood on your hands, this body split in two. The puppet senses your distress. It looks up at you, tilting its head.
She takes a deep breath and shakes her head. The blood on her hands. She pulls out her water skin and quickly splashes some on her hands to rinse what she can off. Quickly, just pursuing, almost running away from the body, not even bothering to check its pockets or anything.
As this happens, you all hear another howl. This time far, far closer. I need
Is it
you all to
already
roll
in?
initiative.
Oh,
Fuck.
Make sure you click on your token and click. Oh, I gotta
Oh yeah.
I gotta get rid of some of the old ones. There we go. I always forget to clear it. There we go.
For fuck's sake.
Zara 7.8. Okay. And then let me roll for the papa. Roth, it is your turn.
Just looks out towards the wolves and looks back towards the group now funneling through the camp, calls out to them. Are you gonna do something? Or are you just gonna be here and be food like they are? And ends his turn in the cage.
Lavetta.
Lavetta, she. Sorry, advert. Lavetta runs. Threw me off. She runs pretty much to the center of everything, with accompanied by her papa, and she attempts to scout for just how many wolves are surrounding the area.
Give me a perception check. You see north of you, you see the two wolves slowly pawing their way towards you, their backs hunched, their mouths open, snarling. You see their teeth bared. But you also notice another one to the southeast, slowly making its way towards the circle. And with a 21, you hear more coming as well. Would you like to do anything else?
I would. I need to get closer, so she doesn't do anything for the time being, but kind of searches in her pockets for any rations that she has on her. And then
You have your breakfast that had you have your breakfast that Zara procured. Good amount of what are you looking for in particular?
probably the sausages.
Yep,
Go
you
for the
definitely find
sausages,
those. Alrighty, you want to wait your next turn?
Alrighty. Yeah, I'm
Same
gonna
with
wait.
Ola. Okay, the wolves slowly, backs hunched, mouths baring their teeth, don't attack just yet, but you do notice them getting closer and closer to the group. This one jumping off the hill. Again, they don't seem like they're going to attack right this second, but the 5 of them are closing in. Eerie, on edge, and waiting. Zara.
Are the doors of these cages or whatever and like facing inwards to the clearing?
They're facing towards the camp, yeah.
Zara will just reach it. Zara will make her way to the right cage first.
Oh, that orcish. Oh, poor orc. Alright.
He was yelling shit and she's like, oh, whatever, you can stay in there. A
Fair
little
enough.
bit.
Alright, what would you like to do with this cage?
Is the door locked?
It is.
I would presume so, because otherwise, why would you still be in there? She's gonna try and lockpick.
Okay. Do you have these tools on you?
I should.
I would hope so, considering you're
I mean, yeah. It is not in my item list, but it is in my proficiencies.
would have been in your criminal pack. I would say you have it, knowing your background. So make sure you do add it to your thing.
Do I just type it in?
No, you can drag it from the compendium. So I can do that while you click on your
Yes.
thieves proficiency, and I will do that.
Nice.
Let's see. Oh yeah, you start picking through it, and your lockpick breaks just in half.
Okay, well, yeah. That was my
doesn't
action.
That doesn't sound good.
Shut up, I'm at least trying to get you out.
I like it in here, it's comfy. She just like.
No, I
pats
am
the
gonna
ground,
get you
there's
out.
Actually, absolutely nothing there to make it comfy at all.
What would you like to do, Zara, with the rest of your turn? I will say that is your action.
Yeah, that's my action. So,
Time.
what she'll try to can I like get in between the cage and the tent to like hide while she gets ready to try to lockpick with another lockpick? So, like,
You
my-
can cunning
it would be
action
like
hide, yeah.
yeah, that's what I was trying to do.
Yeah, go ahead. Where would you like to hide?
It would probably be like
Oh my
just,
god,
like,
more
in
ads.
between-
Is this gonna be just a shit ton of ads? I'm not gonna use this playlist if it's gonna... Alright, sorry, go ahead.
it'll probably be like because I think in there, like in between the cage and the tent, while
Okay.
she gets like a new lockpick ready. And tries
Give me a
to
stealth
double
check for your action to hide. Okay.
I suck.
Alrighty. Anything else?
Nope, that's it.
Alrighty. Scorched. What would you like to do?
Alrighty. Well, is Zara within sort of like arm's reach?
Yes, yeah. She's hiding right next to it, yeah?
Alrighty. Well then, without even like getting up off of her back, because she's just laying on her back, kicking her feet up against the side of the cage. She's just gonna reach over and cast guidance.
Okay. Easy enough as is. I'm pretty sure it's touch. Yeah, so how are you touching her? You're just doing like a... what'd you say? You're just kicking her? Is that what you said? Sorry, I couldn't hear you.
And she's got her feet kicked up against the side of the cage, so she's just gonna throw her arm over and just poke.
Okay. Alrighty. Easy enough. You now have guidance. That's
Nice.
fine. Alrighty. Anything else you'd like to do?
This 100% feels like this fucking girl doesn't know what she's doing. Let me help.
Yeah, all done.
Alrighty. Afia.
Okay. Flia is gonna make her way to the other cage here.
Mm-hmm.
And try and break it open with one of her hand axes.
Give me an attack roll. And then go ahead and roll for damage. You bring down the axe. You raise it above your head. And quickly bring it down. The lock, which itself was already pretty rusty, shatters. And the door swings open. Graf, you are now free. Afria, anything else you'd like to do?
I'm trying to remember something. No, I should be good now. I'm just
Okay.
gonna hold the other hand axe and like twirl it in my hand.
Okay. Graf, your turn.
He'll push open the door of the cage, stepping out, looking to the one that just freed him. Is there something good to happen here? And he walks on around over to this one wolf. No hesitation, he grabs the chains of one of the Paragon steel balls with spikes on it and swings it over at the wolf.
Okay, give me an attack roll.
And with no regard of his own safety, he'll do it recklessly.
Oh boy, alrighty.
Ooh.
Add your bonus. That will hit. Alrighty. You bring it down and it hurts. Oh yeah. You see as it just like this steel with like silver and beautiful sort of inscriptions on it comes down and just bashes into the side of the wolf, and it lets out a little yelp. All of the wolves turn their heads towards you.
He follows it up by swinging the other Peregrine steel with rigid nubs as a backhand.
Go ahead. That hits. Righty. It does not kill the wolf, but it is clearly very injured, as it's like shaking a little bit down on the ground. These ads are going to drive me insane. I'm going to have to find a different fucking thingy here. Alright. Alright, anything else you want to do on your turn?
That is all.
Alrighty. Lavetta.
Lavetta, having watched this commotion pan out, she runs over Papa in tow and attempts to discern which of the wolves is or appears to be the alpha.
Okay.
She looks.
Give me an animal
is she
handling
able
check.
to do that? Yep.
Uh, 19. So, with your knowledge of nature and knowledge of alpha wolves don't exist. It's not a thing. It's a myth.
Mm-hmm.
You can tell which ones are leading it.
Yeah, the leader. Yeah.
But there's no real alpha mentality that actually exists. But you can tell that the one over here appears to be sort of, as the wolves, with that roll, I'll give it to you. As the wolves look at Groff, the half-folk, and look over towards, you can see that they look at the half-folk, turn their head to this wolf, and then back to the half-folk, kind of looking for sort of what comes next, in terms of what's about to happen.
Alrighty. Lavetta, she pulls out the sausage in her pocket, even though there's oh my fucking god. She pulls out the breakfast sausage in her pocket. Despite the plethora of bodies available, and holds it up, tosses it to that. At least I didn't use the tentacles, okay? Okay, yeah.
Tentacles.
Yeah, I've got 9 of them still. Okay, so she tosses it towards this. She tosses it towards this wolf and attempts to speak up. I know that it doesn't look this way, but we really don't mean you any harm. You can have the bodies if you want.
Give me an animal handling check. The DC is going to be high considering you've already, but yeah. And okay, and then I want you to also give me a persuasion check for the other half of it. Okay. Okay. The wolf turns its head to you and looks at the meat that you've thrown on the ground. tilts its head and looks at you. For speaking to you, and none of you can understand this. You just hear barks, besides Lovetta, who can, thanks to her ability. Why attack if friend? Then asks you, Lovetta.
Okay. I can't vouch for the actions of those around me, but I'm sure they'll listen. They're just scared, and they don't want to lose any other members of our pack.
I must protect my pack as well. But your offering is accepted.
What if I extend this and I go and see if I can help your pack member? I don't care what they think of me.
Give me a perception check. Not perception check, persuasion check. Sorry, persuasion. I need not your wicked way. We will take the food. But if any of you use your shines against us, we will tear you to shreds.
Lovetta stands up and gratefully bows her head. She looks over to the wolf next to her and... Is she able to toss a good berry at him anyway, or no? Would that count as an action?
It's probably a lot that you've done in your action.
Okay,
So.
that would be quite a lot. Yeah, I'll do it next
Okay.
time then. Yeah, she looks over and calls out to her teammates. Please, just be still. They don't mean us any harm, despite our attack. And then she looks over at the newly acquired member of the group.
Okay.
Then I'm ending there.
You see, as the wolves, the main wolf barks out. They seem to kind of understand the orders that are being given, and start slowly. You see the one wolf on the south side sink its teeth into the body down there, and just starts dragging the body into the woods. This wolf, the pack leader, is going to come towards the camp and kind of eye at Althea and Zara, keeping an eye on you both and watching what the half-orc does with this wolf as it is going to try to step away. Do you take your attack of opportunity?
He does not.
Okay. This one slowly steps back. That will be its movement. This wolf is going to stay there, and the other ones are dragging, so they have their movement. That is their turn. Zara.
I'll try to open the cage door again.
Okay, give me another thieves tool with your guidance. This time, you realize what happened with your last lockpick. You had stuck it in the wrong hole. You stuck it in, like, the top bit, and you just made a mistake, and it
Oh, the
broke.
worst, really.
It's the worst when you put it in the wrong hole. This time, though, you finick around, and you hear the satisfying click as the lock is unlocked.
Why do they call it a lock? What is
No,
a
I
lock?
was
What
thinking
is
the
it a lock
same
of?
thing.
A
I
lock
was-
of hair? Is it? She's just sitting there on the ground now, just really thinking about this.
Zara, if she would let herself, she would look very unimpressed. She has a blank face and just turns around and steps to the side so that she can get out of the cage if she wants to.
All right.
That's her
She's
turn.
gonna confusedly turn around and look and be like, "Oh, there's a lot of people out here now." Still gonna sit down.
Alrighty. Does anyone else intend to attack, or are we good to resolve yourselves of combat?
Zara's gonna trust Lovetta for now.
Same.
Is that the pack leader in the middle? I forgot.
Mm-hmm.
Alright.
You resolve to combat.
Levetta just eerily walks to the middle and not too close, but she just whispers to the wolf, Thank you. She pulls out the berry as a gesture of goodwill and tosses it to the wolf. Trust me if you want to. This will make them feel better if you get into any trouble. And she just rolls the berry along the floor.
The dog extends its snout and sniffs the berry. Be careful. These woods are dangerous. Look around what happened to your kinsman. Sniffs the air. You are lucky, though I suppose you ought to know what these woods contain. And the dog leans down, kind of gently picks up the berry in its teeth, and slowly walks away.
We couldn't understand that, right?
You could not. It's just Lovetta who can hear it.
Zara is gonna wait until the wolf is gone. And she just turns to Lovetta, looks at her with a blank face. Just looks at her. Tilts her head slightly. It just looks at Lovetta.
Levetta stands up, gestures for her pupper to come over and ruffles his hair or fur. And she looks her in the face and smiles to herself. Have you ever thought that a pack of wolves might be a decent ally in a place like this? And then she looks down.
Rough, easily enough you find your collection of gear. It's kind of been haphazardly torn through and tossed to the side. But you find it nonetheless. You are relieved of combat.
If Lovetta's not saying anything and then Zara waits for a while, she just goes. So
Wait,
what just
did-
happened?
Did you hear what I said or no?
No? Maybe I could have just been me not registering it.
Did I about what I just said about the pack of wolves?
No, if it was said out loud, I thought you were doing something else, and I kind of
Oh,
did that for like
okay.
a minute.
Okay, don't worry about
I'm
it.
so sorry.
It's okay. Levetta, she basically, ruffled the fur of her doggo's head and looks over. Have you ever thought that a pack of wolves might be a decent ally in a place like this?
I don't know what what just happened. The fucking wolf communicated with you. How? What? Huh?
I like animals, what can I say? And then she shrugs and looks at the cage behind her. Has anyone managed to get this thing open yet, or is she just, gonna stay here?
Clearly unlocked. When you look at it.
Okay.
Zara just looks at Lavetta for a second, not completely convinced, and then starts checking the other bodies around, other bodies out.
Leah's gonna look inside the tents to see if there's anything of use.
All right, and anyone who's looking around for stuff, give me investigation rolls. Anyone can do this. Alright. Okay, everyone give me a d12 roll as well. Okay. You guys stop picking through the various items. Zara, you lean down and start fumbling through the pockets of this individual, and you find 4 copper pieces, and you also find a strange silver coin. It's got a dragon depicted on it. The circle. And in its claws is a coin. No coin you've ever seen minted. You flip it around and you see a ship depicted on it. It looks like a silver piece, but there's something unique about it.
And I've never heard anything about anything like this. I've never
Give me a
seen
history
it.
check.
Oh, I still have guidance on. Hold on. I mean, it's just 17.
No, you don't even really heard of. You try to think back and maybe the dragons that you've heard of use coin, but that doesn't seem right. They typically just take it. There's not a lot of dragons around, but it's strange. You feel
Alright.
something within it, but you're not really sure.
Like magic? Or
It feels
it feels
interesting.
like it has something in it.
There's something more to it, but you don't know exactly. You'd have to play around with it more to see if it's magical or anything like that. Alright. We go to Groff. Groff, you're picking through some of the items, and you're looking at this body here. And he's got a crossbow, but it's been completely shattered. Something sunk its claws into it, and it's not useful anymore. But you do find a bolt with a poison vial stuck to it. So if you want to add that to your character sheet, you have found a poisoned bolt. It deals an extra 1d4 poison damage. Alright. Lavetta, you're picking through it all, and the body that you're looking at has another one of those red bandanas, but it's bloody, it's sickly. you're looking over it, and you do find one more thing. Oh, sorry, I said Lavetta. Sorry. Yeah, Lavetta, you find just another one of those bandanas and 5 copper pieces in this man's pocket.
Alrighty.
Althea, as you're looking around, you don't find much. You find a lock. Appears just to be like a normal, just an iron lock, but there's no key to it, and it's locked. So it's rather unuseful. You do, however, also find a die, like a singular die. It looks interesting to you, but I will say with your magic knowledge, it definitely has an air to magic to it. But you don't know what. You would have to.
In her pocket.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alrighty. I'm gonna give you guys, to those who found special items, I'm gonna give you guys access to it. You won't know what it does just yet, but it is under items, under OR items, which OR stands for the Owlbear's Roost. Groff, you are also able to find, you're packing through it, you find a couple bags of grain, some flour. You find a murdered chicken as well. There's a lot of items in here that seem like probably taken from a farm.
How much flour?
It's a pound.
Oh, that's the perfect amount.
Oh gosh. Yeah, it's a bag of flour.
I'll tell you a story sometime.
Oh boy.
But I know a way to destroy things with just a bag of flour.
Breaded
Ooh.
chicken wings.
Calamari.
Oh my god, we can make
You
calamari!
could batter
We
the
could. Yeah.
Yeah, you got a bag of flour. There's also a bunch of wheat bags as well, like grain, all that sort of thing. Some of them have been kind of cut open, slashed through. You do see that, like, they definitely had meat here beyond this chicken, but a lot of it has been like, it looks pretty much the same as these humans do. But yeah, that is the collection of items that you're able to find.
I'll take the bag of flour and the dead chicken. But
Okay.
otherwise, I'm gonna leave the wheat ramage through bits of meat.
This is very clearly a bandit camp, or some sort of thieves camp. It's not well taken care of. There's no sort of order to it. The cages, the cots are kind of mismatched and broken. But yes, feel free to act out how you all would it now.
Not that
Lavetta.
I'm not grateful.
Oh, go on.
Not that I'm not grateful, but why are you all just rummaging through some random bandit camp?
It's not like they need it anymore. And it might be some useful stuff for us down the road. Who knows?
Right, so you just happened upon us. I guess we should consider ourselves lucky.
Why were you here?
And she just points at the cage.
I don't know
yeah,
anybody
but-
who would willingly want to be put in a cage.
I mean, were you, like, are you from the area? Did they bring you here in that thing?
I was traveling by myself and wasn't really thinking, and someone hit me in the back of the head. And then I woke up in the cage and started playing tic-tac-toe against myself.
Are you playing tic-tac-toe against yourself?
She didn't really have anyone else to play with.
Okay, true.
I mean, at first there were other people to play with, but they sort of just got torn to shreds by some wolf guys.
Wolf guys or wolves?
Like, wolfmen.
Wait, were
Not
these
just-
wolf men? These were not wolf men, right? These were just wolves that we encountered.
The ones you just saw just appeared to be wolves.
Zara looks at Lovetta.
Yeah, like, you know, the snarly, really tall ones. Rip people limb from limb. Howl.
So it wasn't the ones that we just saw, is what you're saying?
No.
Aphlia looks towards Zara. And then kind of tries to keep an eye out around them in case.
That's exactly what Zara's doing as well.
Yeah.
She immediately has her hand on her dagger and looks around.
Can we just agree that if any wolves or anything like that come by, can we please not attack them without prompt? Because I feel like that could have gone very badly.
But wolf men?
I don't know, any sort of creature. Going head first into an altercation doesn't seem like the smartest thing to do.
The last time I did that, I almost got killed by a big ass owlbear. If you remember correctly.
Okay.
How am I expected to know a group that rolls up on us can speak dog?
They do have a point.
I see wolves a little smaller than the ones that killed these guys roll up again. Am I supposed to just wait here and hope you can solve the problem before I get torn to bits?
There are many bodies around here. Why would they be interested in you when you could easily have thrown a limb to the side or... But I respect your decision, as poor as it was.
Oh.
Sorry. She just shrugs, pulls her hood over her face, and turns her back to the...
Aphlia
the
turns away
being-
trying to hold back her laughter. At the small droid.
Groff takes a look at the cart.
Yeah, you're looking it over. It's pretty poor. You could tell that, like, it was well used before it even got here. And whatever happened here definitely has broken a good significant part of it. Something tore through it, trying to look for something or something like that. And it would take a lot of repairs to make it useful, and even then you wouldn't know if you'd be able to get it through these woods pretty easily.
Did you guys see the attack? Oh, and yeah, you saw wolfmen. Is there any indication how they got here?
Hmm.
Any indication why they came off to this camp, or if it was just because they were here?
Would we know that?
So it was last night when you all had been in this camp maybe a day or two, each of you on your different quests to where you're headed. The wolfmen, as you call them, were something you've never seen before. Never really... You've heard of beasts that are humanoid, especially where you're from, and you've heard of mythical beasts, so the concept isn't unfamiliar to yourself, Rose, but to Groff, this is unusual. But the large number of them, 10, maybe more. You heard the howls first, thinking it was wolves, and watched as all of them barreled in. You can't tell if there was people talking or not, or if it was these bandits who were talking. They tore through the bandits very quickly, but they definitely took time to loot, looking through things, picking them up. They weren't exactly controlled per se. They were more tearing through items, but some of them did take things with them. But it seemed to be for sport, if anything. They didn't stop and eat them. I mean, some of them may have eaten a little bit, but beyond that, no.
I sort of passed that information on.
Interesting.
Yes, I'm not sure how going for peace straight away would fare with the other ones. You can try it if you want, but and she sort of just shrugs.
Groff, as you're looking over the cart, this one's in a worse state than the other. You could probably pick through it and find some parts to it that are usable for repairs, but this one's not going to be very useful either.
Groff starts doing just that, picking through the useful parts to try to get one working cart.
Okay, give me... We're going to take a 5-minute intermission there. I need to go deal with something really quickly, and then we're going to get to the rest of the game, alright? So,
Alright.
5-minute intermission, and then we'll go back to the cart fixing. Welcome back. So, Groff, do you happen to have any, like, carpenter's tools or anything like that?
Nope.
Okay.
As raggedy as makeshift as it comes. Raggedy and makeshift as it.
So, let's see here. I'm trying to think. I mean, I don't even know what this role would be per se. I mean, if you just trying to just jam parts together, you're trying to be finesse about it. What are you trying to do?
Probably just jam things together.
All right, give me an athletics check. That's probably the best. I just
Thinking through everything.
yeah, let's just do athletics to get an idea. Okay, you are able to get full wheels on one of the carts. You don't know how long it will last. And it seems very raggedy, but it might work. As to you, Lavetta, you're definitely based on what you just rolled. I don't want to give you the effects too many times, but seeing as you did ask, I'll let you all pee through it as you wish.
She's just kind of zoned out the moment. Obviously following the conversation of the wolf men type creatures, she's just thinking back to earlier and halted in place for a little bit. She kind of zones in and out before returning. Others can see it if they're looking.
Right. What would you all like to do?
Alflea's gonna hide to the side and take that little die or whatever she found
Mm-hmm.
and just see what it is in a way. See if she can work out.
Okay, are you guys taking a rest here, or are you just taking a few seconds to look at it?
I don't know. Are we?
Up to you guys.
Zara, are we gonna rest here? Or should we go further?
I personally don't really want to sit around a bunch of, and then she gestures to the blood stains on the floor and
The smell.
Smells fine, but okay. She looks at it for a second and then puts it away again and goes.
To be fair, it smelled that bad here while they were still alive too.
There we go. Let's try and set up camp somewhere. Let's have a small rest or something.
Yeah, no, I agree. Get some food to these guys.
Okay. You all make yourself. Are you heading in a particular direction? What are you guys doing?
Maybe a bit down the way we came, where we could see like the red flags, that we don't get lost with the same trees again.
Okay.
I didn't get lost.
Sure enough. Who wants to give me a survival check to see if you guys can find a nice spot?
I can go. Oh, okay, you go.
No, you should probably go.
Easy enough.
Alrighty.
So a small camp. Not that you're right. You're sleeping here or anything, but it's just a small little clearing to take a short rest in. You all gather around, and there's something weird about these woods. You feel unsettled, uneasy. As if the world around you is calling out to you. You all look around, and occasionally you hear the crack of a twig. But I will say that you all have taken a short rest. None of you took damage, you don't need to worry about hit points, but for those who have used abilities that reset, sure enough. Lavetta, towards the end of it, you see the wolf approaching again. The one that you had ID'd as the leader. It stands at the edge of your camp and then just sits and looks at you, Lavetta, expectingly.
She quietly attempts to get up without disturbing anyone. And what side of the camp are they on?
To the north.
Okay, so she attempts to kind of make her way just behind the cages.
Why isn't... No, you guys aren't at that camp. You guys are at,
Oh, okay, the other one.
You guys made like a small camp.
Yeah. Oh, okay, yeah. So she basically just approaches the wolf then.
Okay.
Keeping a few feet in front of her.
He looks out at you. Danger in these woods. You are unwise to stay here. But safety will not be found easily. The woods are changing. There is another like you. 20 years, but like you. Not too far. Enter the mist. Who lives?
She tilts her head. Sorry, go on.
She lives within it. Seek her out. She will provide you proper safety.
In what direction? Do you know?
The wolf lifts up his nose and sniffs and then gestures to the northwest.
Why help me?
Your berry helped my pack.
The mirror even? Thank you.
We are not,
I'm not
even.
Well, I hope we can be one day.
If these woods do not eat you first.
She tilts her head and quickly looks back at the camp, then turns around. You said they're like me. And she tilts her head again, slightly confused.
No fur. Pink skin. 2 legs. Like you.
Did you need anything?
No. He walks away.
She silently creeps back and shouts out, "Alright, I'm continuing to do a perimeter check."
Give me a perception check. Nothing too out of the ordinary. Alfia, give me a Arcana roll. You are able to identify the item. It's in your inventory under items. And it is listed as the Charlatan's Die. You learn that if you were to connect with the magic energies inside of it, you could roll it and choose the outcome mid-roll. You discern that the magical energies seek the hand which rolls it for guidance, essentially. But you would need to attune it, and that would take another hour. Alright?
Okay.
Emelina, do you play with the coin at all, or...?
Yes. Zara looks at it more, tries to see what draws her to it, what makes her think that there's something special about it.
Give me an investigation check. You keep tossing the coin up in the air, and you're not good with magic. You don't know magic well, and you're not really fully understanding of it. But that said, there is something unique about this coin. The way it hovers in the air before it falls. There's something expectant of it. You would probably need one of your other companions to look it over. But you definitely feel that you could connect with this in a magical way. I will give you that much with a 22.
Alright.
Unfortunately...
Oh,
Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
She was just like, take a look around to the ones that were like closest to her, that she would think, like try to assess which one would probably have more magical knowledge than she does.
Yeah, you would have to think about that. I'm not going to tell you either way.
Yeah.
But what I will say, I'm really, really dizzy right now. I can't, I can't push any further right now. So I think I'm going to end today's session a little early because I just don't have the...
You need to go rest.
Take care of yourself.
Well, and I've got another D&D game in an hour that I gotta get ready for too, so I'm trying to make sure I'm not...
Take time for yourself. Take fucking time for yourself.
I'm not doing that. Falky started a really cool thing today, so I'm gonna try to rest for a little bit before then.
I don't care. Take care of yourself.
I'm gonna try to do it.
No, I'm gonna do it. Go rest.
Drink water.
I am drinking water. It is what it is. We're gonna go. If anyone else is streaming, I'm gonna go raid Bumble, one small Bumble. So if anyone else is streaming, I don't know if is anyone else streaming.
Nope.
Okay.
Don't think so.
Alrighty. Well, I will go send some love to Bumble. If you guys want to go all into her chat and get ready to give her some love. One small Bumble is it, guys. Go give her some love. I'm so sorry that we have to end early today. I'm feeling just exceptionally dizzy, and I've tried to push through it, and I had some cool stuff planned, but unfortunately I can't.
It's fine. You can do it next time.
Push through
We
it.
can do it next time. Yeah.
But next game, Saturday, 10 a.m. Eastern. Let's go give some love to Bumble. Who just ooh-wooed? Oh my god, you're using a stupid soundboard, I swear to god.
I didn't know that was a thing until very recently.
Alright, go raid Bumble.